Hello, my name is Preston Thomas, and this is episode 48 of The Way of Jesus. It focuses on the initiator of the tribulation period, the rider on the white horse, and looks to Daniel chapter 7 for details concerning this mysterious figure. Revelation chapter 6 pictures 4 great tribulations that will come to the earth as a prerequisite to the coming of the kingdom of God. These 4 great tribulations are symbolized by the coming of 4 riders on different colored horses. The first horse is white and portrays the coming of a conqueror. The second horse is red and symbolizes the taking of peace from the earth. The third horse is black and pictures inflation, poverty, and famine. The fourth horse is pale and symbolizes death, followed by Hades, with killing by sword, famine, pestilence, and wild beast. Taken together and in sequence, the coming of these 4 horsemen of the apocalypse portrays the unfolding of 4 great tribulations which will take place before the secular, corrupt, and evil forces that presently rule the world are defeated and replaced by the kingdom of God. In the sequence of the 4 horsemen, the rider on the white horse comes first. It is his appearance that initiates the tribulation period, and he plays a central part throughout this time of God's judgment of the ungodly, evil forces that have overtaken the world. We may learn much about this rider on the white horse from Old Testament prophecy, especially Daniel. The best source of information we have about him are contained in the book of Daniel, chapters 7, 8, and 11. In Daniel chapter 7, it begins with the depiction of 4 great empires that rule the Western world, each of which was conquered by the empire that succeeded it. These 4 empires and their succession were also recounted in Daniel chapter 2. This succession began with Babylon, which was conquered by Persia, which was then conquered by Greece, while Greece was conquered by Rome. Rome was not conquered by a succeeding world empire, but gradually became divided up and fragmented into its various original provinces. Over time, these provinces evolved into the modern nations of Western Europe. In Daniel 7, the last empire, Rome, is described as the 4th beast, terrible and dreadful and exceedingly strong. It was different from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. These 10 horns represent 10 modern European nations that grew out of the original Roman Empire. They are 10 nations and rulers in existence at the time of the coming of the rider on a white horse. In Daniel's vision, a little horn appears and uproots 3 of the original 10 horns. This little horn represents an individual ruler who is small at first and comes to power by defeating 3 of the 10 European nations that evolved out of the original Roman Empire. This little horn is, in fact, the rider on the white horse coming to power. This rider is referred to as the beast throughout the rest of the book of Revelation, because the word beast best depicts his animalistic and secular, ungodly nature. We may identify the little horn with the rider on a white horse, the beast, because they both symbolize a conqueror who appears at the time of the end, gains great power, conquers the people of God, and is finally defeated by God's divine forces. This defeat is followed immediately by the coming of the everlasting kingdom of God to rule the kingdoms of men. Many facts about the little horned beast are revealed in Daniel chapter 7. Following is a listing of these facts excerpted from Daniel 7. 1. There came up among them, the 10 European nations, another horn, a little one, before which 3 of the first horns were plucked up by the roots. This horn, which had eyes and a mouth that spoke great things, and seemed greater than his fellows. He shall speak words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and shall think to change the times and the law, and they shall be given into his hands for a time, 2 times, and half a time, that is, 3½ years. But the court shall sit in judgment, and his dominion shall be taken away, to be consumed and destroyed to the end. As I looked, this horn made war with the saints and prevailed over them until the ancients of days came, and judgment was given for the saints of the Most High. And the time came when the saints received the kingdom. And the kingdom and the dominion and the greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. Their kingdom shall be an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey them. These verses give us a good idea of the career and destiny of the little horn of Daniel 7, who is also the rider on the white horse. He will be small at first and come to power by overcoming 3 European nations. He will be a great speaker who can move and influence others by his great words. He will seem greater than his fellow rulers. He will make war against those who follow in God's way and prevail over them. He will oppose and speak words against God himself. He will seek to change the times and the law. He will conquer and overcome the followers of God and Jesus, and shall rule over them for 3½ years. But the heavenly court shall sit in judgment, and the ancients of days will take away his dominion, and he and his followers will be utterly destroyed. His kingdom and rule will be given to the saints of the Most High, and to those who remain loyal to God throughout the tribulation period. This political kingdom of God on earth shall be an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve it. This concludes episode 48. Episode 49 will continue the focus on the rider on the white horse and what we may learn from Daniel chapter 8. Thank you for watching and listening. Until next time, remember that Jesus urged us to fear not and to be of good cheer.